This may have crossed your mind before, but you may not have thought much about it. Why are trucks not used as buses anymore? In the past, trucks were commonly converted into buses to transport people, but over time, we have seen a shift towards dedicated bus designs. We'll explore the history of truck-to-bus conversions and the reasons behind their decline. At the end of the video, you will be gained a deeper comprehension of why trucks are no longer used as buses. You may already know that there are two types of trailer buses: semi-trailer buses and full trailer buses. Semi-trailer buses are the ones that we are more interested in, as they consist of a tractor unit equipped with an engine and a trailer that can be attached to it. Full trailer buses, on the other hand, are unmanned and lack an engine. The history of trailer buses can be traced back to Amsterdam in 1924, when they were invented to provide longer buses that could cross over the city's rounded bridges. The first 3 trailer buses produced in Amsterdam had a flawed design, and the moving parts wore out quickly, making the ride uncomfortable. However, by 1927, these buses were fitted with rigid chassis, and the overbridge routes were discontinued. Australia produced 123 buses in 1939 because they needed a high-capacity bus during World War II, and Britain wasn't selling its double-decker buses at the time. Surprisingly, the final Australian trailer bus ran until 1984, which was long after the trailer bus had stopped being popular in other parts of the world. Around 1945, the Dutch purchased 250 Crossley tractor units from the UK and paired them with domestically produced bus trailers made by Dutch company DAF. These trailer buses were a temporary solution to boost the nation's bus force, which had been weakened by the war. The last one ran up until the mid-1950s. In the early 1960s, the Czechoslovakian introduced their versions of the trailer buses. After a trial period in a few cities, a small fleet of trailer buses ran successfully for 17 years in Bratislava. Cuba is one of the few places that still use trailer buses, nicknamed camels because of their twin-humped shape, though they're gradually being replaced by imported transit buses from China. You may be surprised to know that trailer buses are much more widespread than just a few countries mentioned earlier, but without an expert, it's challenging to get information on them. However, there is one trailer bus that you might find particularly interesting, and that is the Ford V8 Tri-Coach. This trailer bus was articulated in the same way as other semi-trailer buses, but it wasn't driven from within the trailer. The steering column and gear shift traveled through the fifth wheel. While trailer buses may seem like a good idea, they're mostly convenient and costly to operate. Finding drivers can be difficult because many truck drivers would rather not have to worry about having live human cargo, and many bus drivers aren't qualified to drive vehicles that large. Additionally, trailer buses struggle to navigate tighter streets, and they are confined to only the roads that can accommodate full-sized commercial trucks. Furthermore, upkeep is higher because this setup requires 2 people to run, one to drive the tractor and the other to collect fares in the trailer. And the final nail in the coffin for semi-trailer buses was public perception. Over time, fears grew over the minuscule threat of the trailer detaching from the tractor while in transit. While this is a super rare thing to happen, when you're sitting in a trailer rattling around on the highway, your mind begins to wander to such thoughts. In conclusion, trailer buses were an interesting concept, and they had their uses during specific periods, such as World War II. However, they were ultimately replaced by more practical and efficient transportation options. If you have any additional information or insights about trailer buses, please feel free to share them in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.